Welcome to Variant Edition, your source of comic book news and culture. I'm Lewis. If you're watching, you already know that Variant Edition is news, reviews, interviews, and us discussing comics. Some episodes get filled with reviews, but we're trying to keep it at a healthy mix lately. We've noticed that we had been shooting more reviews than we could fit into our episodes, so we had to cut some for time. But we still want to get those reviews out there, so we decided to run a bonus review episode. Alright guys, here we got Cable issue 2, picking up where Messiah Complex left off. We got Cable with the baby, Nathan Summers, son of, Scott Summers, Cyclops. You can Google that up and read that lovely little history right there. We're in the future. Nathan's on the run from Bishop. Bishop went a little nuts at the end of Messiah Complex. It's a little surprise to everybody. And wants to kill this baby because of the outcome of his future. Even though we don't really know what future is for certain right now, because according to Cable, it's going to be great, the rebirth of mutants. And according to Bishop, it's going to be the downfall of mutants. So it's, up in the air still, 50-50. Art-wise, yeah, I'm getting a little... Well, not actually a little, very nauseated with Ariel Lavetti's artwork. He used to be a really solid artist, and I still do enjoy his stuff. Like, the War Journal stuff was really good when he did Punisher, real, beefed up and just beyond belief superhuman, but he's not superhuman. But it's just like Photoshop background and a figure here and there. And it saves time. You'll get your monthly comic, but you really won't get, the great awe-inspiring art what a comic book should be, just smacking the face with some, greatness. The writing, though, is just, it's there. This new guy, Swerinsky, not too familiar with his stuff, but, he's doing all right so far, kind of knows what he's got a handle on. But the story, is still ongoing, Bishop, Cable going at it, nice little cliffhanger at the end of the book where something's about to be dropped on Cable's head, and we all know, as far as it hasn't been shown, Cable can't body slide anymore like you did with Deadpool, kind of teleport. So I'd like to see how he gets out of this jam. All in all, still a good book, kind of hoping a new artist comes on soon, like, probably next issue. But other than that, good read. Keep following this for, post-Messiah Complex, adventures.
The New Avengers number 39, The Secret Invasion. And what's the invasion plot here? They're going to go after Echo. Why? Because she's got no ties in history, nobody really knows her, and she's not a well-developed character. So if she becomes a Skrull, no one would notice. And Wolverine's all like, I love you, but I hate you. But I love you, and you're flirting with me, because I'm Wolverine. But it's just kind of an awkward moment there. He's drinking a beer or whatever, and she's talking. She goes out, and she's like, I'm going to go see Matt Murdock. Don't tell anybody. Because I'm not even going to tell you, Wolverine. But Wolverine tails her anyway. And he goes like, hey, Matt, what's going on? Why'd you send Cap to me? And he's all like, I'm not Matt Murdock. I'm a Skrull. And I'm you. What? All right, so you've got Echo versus Echo, who's apparently also now has Nightcrawler's teleportation, Cyclops' I-beam plasma burst thing, and the Human Torch flame powers against Echo. And why doesn't she die miserably and horribly? Because Wolverine shows up to save her ass and is all like, now I know you're not bad because, they're coming after you, and I'm just here to show that you should be part of this team. Alright, great and meaningful and all. I still don't think Echo's that big of a character. Wolverine, badass, burned halfway to a crisp, saves Echo's life. And, yeah, so Matt Murdock, Daredevil, he was a Skrull. No.
Alright, we got some more Robert Kirkman goodies for you with Astounding Wolfman number 5. Now, I'm not too sure what the last review was. I think it was 3, maybe 4. But anyway, Wolfman's going at a really good pace. I mean, it's not as serious or moody as Walking Dead, but, it's campy, it's entertaining, it's fun, it's exciting. You got a Wolfman in it. He's fighting crime. What's not to like? This issue starts off really great. You got newspaper headquarters in the city, and some dude is so pissed, he comes bursting through the wall. He's like, oh, you guys know me as the Erector. It's because you guys are idiots. I'm the Eruptor. And he's going on about he's a laughing stock with all the villains because they printed his name as the Erector. And he's just pissed because of that. So Wolfman shows up and, beats his ass and all that crap. Story goes on. But the interesting thing that they're doing with Wolfman is the other heroes in this city think that he is a villain. Because the other werewolves that were in the city not too long ago killed somebody that was a friend of theirs. So they think, oh, one Wolfman looks the same, so, this guy's got to be him, right? Apparently not, but, they still got that vendetta out for him. So they're trying to go after him, and they're pissed about, oh, it's during the day, we can't go after him, he's only out at night, blah, 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 and all that crap. So that's panning out nicely. The one thing that's kind of iffy, and I was talking to a friend of mine about this, the one thing that really seems to lack in the story is the whole family dynamic. It's like, okay, we live in an underground mall. My daughter's a teenager. She got hormones going on. She sees me as a wolf man. It's really kind of it's there, but I hope it, like, becomes something more. But everything else with this issue, good stuff. I like the whole heroes going after a hero that they think is a villain and all this crap. And plus the involvement with the vampire guy, great stuff, because we all know he's up to no good. And financial troubles for the Wolfman. Looking forward to see where that goes. Maybe he'll, you know, test his luck in Vegas or something and try to make some quick cash. But anyway, despite that, he's got at least like $600 to $1,200 coming to him from the government. So go Wolfman.
All right, guys. Next review right here, we got Moon Knight issue 17, continuing the story arc where obviously Mark is still losing his mind, and I'm just loving every minute of it. And of course, Mark Texeira drawing this just makes it even better. Here we have Mark just kind of like trying to pick up some pieces of his life, trying to form something out of what is completely nothing right now. Meanwhile, one of his old adversaries kind of getting a taste for what he used to do, what he was good at, and blaming Mark for some murders that have been taking place lately. And meanwhile, Mark's trying to rebuild his, you know, relationship with his ex-girlfriend, where she kind of caught him wearing, you know, Bushwhacker's face, which is very odd, but cool at the same time. Last issue, if you read that. And Tony Stark is hot on the hunt for Moon Knight for these alleged murders. So everything's going to be coming to a big halt next issue. I can't wait for that. Just issue, the art-wise, it's great because you see the reflection of Mark in the window and Moon Knight, and I like that kind of stuff because it's like, you know, the two shades of a person, the hero or villain / the person that's, you know, underneath in plain sight. And it's just great. So this issue ends with a big bang. Somebody comes knocking at the door, you know, Iron style. I'll just leave it at that. And I can't wait to see where the story goes. It's all been building up to this. Is Mark going to get framed for the murders? Will there be a new Moon Knight? Someone's challenging Mark to his little role of the avatar of the god of the moon. So it should be really good. I can't wait to see where it goes. And great job to Mike Benson, Charlie Huston, keeping this book going. I hope it goes on for as long as possible.
All right, chumps and chumpettes, I got a double shot of the Goon for you. As you know, we've been really busy with Variant Edition. You got New York Comic Con in like 2 weeks, a week, something like that. Been doing a lot of stuff for that, really busy with other aspects of the show. So it's kind of held me back on Goon reviews, but now instead of one review, you're getting a double shot. You're getting issues 21 and 22. And Eric Powell wasn't messing around when he was saying that 2008 is the year of the Goon. Because he starts it off with a bang with Chinatown, and then he starts throwing this incredibly crazy stuff at you. Plot lines and all this stuff, character developments, new characters you never thought would show up in this comic. And then here we are, issue 21. The zombie priest is getting the crap beaten out of him by some dude from like the same sector of priests or whatever, of whatever religion he's a part of. And apparently the zombie priest, not only to the Goon is doing wrong, but to the other people that he's involved with in like this dark arts kind of organization. So he's pretty much getting the crap beaten out of him and like punished for all the things that he's done. And like, you know, the dude's all stoic and being like, oh, well, you failed so many times, and if this guy's bothering you, why don't you just end it? Why do you keep sucking? And it goes downhill from there for him. The entire issue is kind of like, you kind of feel bad for him, despite the fact that he's been the antagonist the entire series. Watching him getting the crap beaten out of him, and he really can't defend himself, kind of sucks. But anyway, he had it coming. And 22 kicks it up even more by saying, wait a minute, is Labrazio dead? We all thought he was! And that's why the Goon is doing what he's doing with saying that he's Labrazio's guy and collecting money from everybody. But here's this guy who kind of looks like an undead version of Labrazio. So is it like Labrazio's zombie, the son of Labrazio, his second cousin twice removed? I don't know. But all this crap's going down, and it's like, holy shit, there's some really deep stories going on in here. And you lose a main character in issue 22. Not going to go into that, but it's a really touching thing, and you know that in 23, Goon is going to get his revenge, because that person that was lost was very close to him. And we all know how the Goon handles stuff. That's right, with fists and lead pipes. So keep it up. Eric Powell, great stuff. 2008, definitely the year of the Goon. And everybody else, if you haven't been reading it, now's the time, because it's just punching you in the balls. It's that good. So check it out, and I'm looking forward for 23.
Your panel starts in 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, now if they ask about the movie, as a superhero, life can be pretty hectic. And New York Comic Con is no exception. So I said, John, you're so money and you don't even know it. Whether I'm in front of a crowd... Now, who do I make it out to? Signing autographs? Or just hanging out with colleagues? I can't afford to let my guard down.
I can't see.
Can I get a refill? Fortunately, I use the Stark Platinum card, so I can rest assured knowing my money is always safe. And it also does this. My life, my card. The Stark Platinum card, proud sponsor of the New York Comic Con, April 18th through 20th.
What's in your wallet? Dude, I said give me the freaking wallet!
It's only for 3 days. Buy your tickets now.
This is a pumpkin bomb, man! I will end you!
Young X-Men #1 starts with a great fight sequence, and at the same time I'm going, who is this X-Men team? Why are they in the shitty 60s uniforms? What's going on? And then it occurs after a couple pages, and somebody dies, we don't know who, but somebody dies, that it's, you remember Blindfold? Blindfold, the girl who's precog from, the new X-Men? Apparently she became, 22 in, 3 months. But she's back, and she's having a dream, and it's a precognition dream, and it's all like, oh, she knows that in 1 minute her aunt's going to come downstairs because she heard the screams, but she's got to explain to her why she's got to leave yet again. So she goes down to see Santo. Meanwhile, Scott Summers is running around and going like, hey, you don't want to kill that guy. You should come join my team. Let's go to Manchester. All right, I'll go to Manchester. I won't kill this guy. And then he goes to, the Middle East and goes, hey, Dust, you don't want to help these innocent people defend themselves from the Taliban? Let's go to Manchester. Here the weather's nice. All right, cool. I'll just abandon all my people and I'll go to Manchester. Why? I'll tell you later. That's basically what's going on. And then, Blindfold and Santo, Rockslide from the new X-Men, are hanging out in this, I guess you want to call it a diner down in Florida. And she's telling him about the dreams. And he's like, wait. There's a new X-Men team? And I'm on it. And you're on it. But I'm on it, right? I'm definitely... did I die? Okay, you don't know who died. And how do you know he's going to come and ask me to be on the team? Well, he's sitting right there. And then he turns around and Cyclops is all like, yes, and I've been here for 15 minutes. I see your training has not been taught you well enough. Very Yoda-ish of him. And Rockstead's all like, dude, I'm made of rock. You can't hurt me. And then he blasts him through a window and he's like, that attitude just cost me $5,000. But, so Scott's like, we got 2 minutes before the cops come and arrest us, so you got to come with me to Manchester there, Santo. Well, why? I'm forming a new X-Men team. Not much time to talk now because 2 minutes. About 1:30 now. And he's like, just me? What about Blindfold? No, Blindfold's going to stay here. No. She's coming too or you don't get me. Well, why not? Because she had a dream, all right? Now, here's the thing. With a precognition like that, would he have still asked to bring Blindfold if Blindfold had not told him that she was on the team? Messes with your mind, don't it? Anyway, they all go back to Manchester, and they're forming a team, and they're going to start practicing in the Danger Cave. That's right, the Danger Cave. That's where they'll be training against a new evil brotherhood of mutants, because they are the last generation, and therefore the last line of defense. Okay, I'll go with it. I'll read this book.
Hey everybody, new review for Walking Dead issue number 48. Robert Kirkman is a madman. If you've read this issue, you know exactly what I mean. Now, if you're not caught up on Walking Dead or you've never read it and you don't want anything spoiled, don't listen to this. Put it on mute, go past it, do whatever. Because I can't do a review of this issue without giving away who dies, what gets destroyed, all these spoilers, the entire issue. There's maybe 2 pages you can go into without giving away so many things. So I'm just gonna go out. Issue's this. 47 ends where Rick busts into the prison saying shit, the colonists are here, they're taking over the place, I gotta find my wife, my kids, and all that crap. And you see Laurie on the ground with the baby with a knife, with a gun to the back of her head. Not a knife, it was a gun. 48 opens where it's like, oh, it was all a big scheme. They were trying to plan something. The chick doctor from the colony that came with them made a deal with Laurie, if they came in, we would make them think that I was still on their side, and I was trying to bring you guys down the inside and then shoot them, and all this other crap. So okay, interesting little twist. And then it goes down more. Everybody in the compound is really, really fucked right now. I mean, it's all hell on earth. The governor's to the point where it's just you know what? It's not even about taking this prison and using it for us. It's about proving my goddamn point to these people. I gotta wipe them out, tear down the fence, drive it over with the tank, put all the cars through there. We're going ape shit. It's do or die, now or never, and just hits the fan in Walking Dead. Pretty much everybody's practically dead. I mean, the past couple issues. We saw Axel buy it, he finally gets some, and then he dies. I mean, that's one way to go, but come on, you gotta have round 2. You got, Michonne is like MIA. Okay, she pulled that crazy shit in the last issue. This issue, she's nowhere to be seen. She's probably running in the woods somewhere, fighting off zombies. She'll probably survive. You have this issue alone. You have pretty much everybody die. Herschel dies, his son dies. Who else buys it? Jeez, like everybody. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Who else? Oh yeah. Lori and the effing baby get shot, and it's this beautifully done one-page thing of her trying to evacuate the compound. And it's just like bullets all through the midsection. Tesson's coming out, baby practically cut in half, and Rick and his son are just trying to get the hell out of here. He's trying not to like go back to try to help. He's just gotta get out of there. Everybody's gone. The only people that might still be alive, you have Dale, Andrea, Glenn, and Maggie who were in the RV. But last issue, we saw that RV get hit with a car because they were trying to, snipe these people and all that stuff, try to save Rick and everybody in the compound. And this issue, you don't see where the RV is, where these characters are. So all you know is, like, people who aren't dead are injured or, like, unconscious out in the open with all those zombies. Everybody's fucked. And seriously, this issue ends on, like, just one page that says it all. It's Rick and his son up on top of the hill. You see the compound down there, smashed up, destroyed, tank through the fence, all this stuff, with zombies coming up the hill. They barely have time to stop and mourn the loss of the, mother and brand new daughter. Everything's going down. I really don't know where this is going. I mean, Kirkman did a really good twist with the colony people because it was more of a mutiny thing. One woman who shot Lori and the baby, had to stop and be like, you just made me kill a fucking baby. You monster. You maniac. And he's all like, oh, they're evil people, blah, blah, blah. And she caps him in the face. And it's pretty much like, okay, everybody, we're going this way. So granted, the colony people are really easily persuaded and will go with whoever seems to be more in command. But it's just, I don't know, anticlimactic, I guess, for the governor. We all expected him to, like, really get his comeuppance. But the fact that he's dead, I guess, is condolence enough. But anyway, issue 48 of Walking Dead is everything that you've, been waiting for. This issue is just the pinnacle of what this whole crazy colony versus compound people in fight, despite the fact that there's zombies everywhere, still at war with each other. This is what it leads up to. So, yeah, it's it for the spoilers, if you want to put the volume up now. But yeah, Walking Dead, insane, and I've said this before, I think for the past 8-9 issues, I don't know where it's going. You have our two main characters now, out in the woods, out in the open, barely enough ammo to defend themselves, barely enough food to last a week. I don't know where it's going. All I know, it's going great.